I am talking about decluttering the body. So last week I talked about decluttering behavior. And if you are tuning in, and I hope you are, into our wellness community, we have been talking about decluttering the entire month, really. And every day, Audrey is posting some aspect of your life that you can begin to declutter. And I think it was yesterday that she talked about makeup, and that is like my ultimate weakness is all the lipsticks, all the eyeshadows that I happen to have in my drawer. But since we moved, I have cleaned out. You would be so proud, Audrey, if you could see my makeup drawer, because it is so much slimmer than it used to be. And today, I think she talked about jewelry. So get all of your stuff out, my friends, all your jewelry, all your makeup, and start decluttering, start going through it and paring down. So last week I talked about habits and how those sneaky habits can get in there, those bad habits can sneak in there and cause you some really horrible, destructive, negative behavior, right? Over time, they start really small. You start snacking at night, something really inconsequential. It's not going to matter, right? But then over time, you continue to do those things and it causes weight gain. It causes foggy thinking, just all the things that we don't want to happen. Well, today I'm talking about decluttering the body. And I might come back to revisit this topic because there is so much, just like when we talk about decluttering behavior, there is so much to talk about in decluttering the body. And I'm always going to framework around the mind, the body, and the behavior. So we are talking definitely about the body today and decluttering the body. How does that work for you? How do you do it? And what am I even talking about? Well, just like with those bad habits, it can lead to weight gain. Just like I said, with maybe snacking in the evening when we shouldn't be, right? Right before bedtime. And then we notice the weight gain creeping up. That's extra. So we need to declutter from all the extra. And I'm just going to put a plug in right now for Shred 10. We've got another group going through our Shred 10-day Shred 10 detox, which is really, if you think about it, decluttering your life, because it's about intentional living for 10 days. So we're really paring down to what's important. And part of today that I talked about with my shredders is, are you a cool eater or are you a hot eater? What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a hot eater, you're thinking about your next meal or what you're going to put in your mouth all the time. Like, it's consuming your thoughts. When am I going to eat next? When am I going to get my next sugar fix or my next caffeine fix? And it's just like this running mantra in your head of what am I going to eat next? And I think a little bit of that is a scarcity mindset, right? It's thinking there's a lack. There's a sense of lack there when really we want to be in abundance mindset, really thinking about it's okay. If I'm in a situation, if I'm at the airport or I'm eating out with friends and there's nothing for me to eat that's really healthy, I can pass. It's not going to be the be all end all. Why? Because my mindset around food is that food is fuel. Food is fueling my body for energy, right? It's not about the craving. And I'm not saying that we take away the pleasure of eating here either. I'm not about that. If you want the chocolate cake, eat the darn chocolate cake, but make it intentional. Don't make it about this craving is so strong for me that I can't control it. And that's what I mean by decluttering your food and your thought process around food. Because when we can be more of the mindset of a cool eater, where if there isn't something for me to eat right now, maybe I can wait, right? I can wait a little while till I get to a place where I'm going to be eating something healthy and nutritious. Because frankly, when you're a cool eater, you are almost a snob about what you're eating. You want it to be delicious. You want it to be nutritious too, because you know that how it's going to make you feel. And here's the thing, I don't think that people recognize what healthy feels like, or what it feels like to have clear thinking, or just to feel good in your own skin. And when we can declutter the food piece, and this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about decluttering the body. Right now, I'm talking about decluttering the food, although there's a million different directions that we can go to when we think about decluttering the body. Right now, just focus on the food. What do I mean by declutter your food? Be more of the mindset of the cool thinker, the cool eater when it comes to your intake, that there's going to be an abundance. It's just a matter of waiting till you can get to the good stuff, what's going to really fuel you, and pare down what you need versus what you want. Sometimes I feel like I have owl eyes, they're so big. And I'm so hungry sometimes that I'm looking at the food thinking I'm going to eat all this food, even though it's, nutritious. Wrong. Pare it down to portion size. The portion size is going to be right for you. And when I talk portion size, I'm talking the palm of my hand here, right? So just some things to think about in this week's Coach's Corner when it comes to decluttering your food intake, decluttering the mindset that you might have around food. Are you a cool or a hot eater? Hopefully you're more on the cool side. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Or if you have any comments about cool or hot eating, I would love to hear about it. Of course, get on to my weekly love letter, which is my e-newsletter that's coming to you every week to take a deeper dive into these conversations, because these Coaches Corners, I keep them short for a reason. I know you're busy. And we can go a little bit deeper. I can have a little bit of a deeper conversation with you guys at that point. So have a fantastic day. And until I see you again next week, be well.